I'm the last man on earth. To whoever finds this, if anyone finds this, I've managed to launch this message into deep space. I know it sounds strange, but I can absolutely confirm it. The world is void of any life at all. Some biological event ended all life on Earth. I was down in a lab, ironically, studying the extinction of species and ways to stop it. I've walked miles upon miles, trying to find someone else. Anyone else. It wasn't only people. Every animal died. Plants, even the bacteria in the soil. Nothing rots anymore. The bodies are still lying where they fell, perfectly preserved by a world that no longer has anything left to break them down. There are no flies, no mold, no smell. I've tested rainwater, river water, dirt, blood, everything. The only living cells I've found belong to me. The event happened at 3:12 in the morning. I was 3 floors underground, sealed inside a positive pressure laboratory where every monitor connected to the surface went black. The emergency system recorded the deaths of 8 billion people as a sudden loss of biological activity. There was no infection curve, no spread. 1 second, the world was alive. The next, it wasn't. I stayed underground for almost a week. When I finally opened the outer doors, I found my co-workers lying in the parking lot. Some had been running. Others were still sitting in their cars. Their expressions were peaceful. There was no blood, no visible injury, nothing in their tissue samples that explained why they died. They had simply stopped being alive. For the first month, I searched houses, hospitals, military bases. I drove until the fuel pumps quit working. Then I continued on foot. I called over every emergency frequency I could find. I rang church bells. I fired guns into the air. Nothing ever answered. And then bodies started looking at me. I noticed it inside a grocery store. I dragged a mattress into the manager's office and slept there overnight. The next morning, every dead person in the building was facing the office door. I thought I was losing my mind. Honestly, I hoped I was. I photographed their positions, drew lines around their heads, then set up a camera before going to sleep. At exactly 3:12, the footage turned black for less than a second. When the picture returned, every head had moved. The camera hadn't recorded them moving. There was no sound, no change in the lines I'd drawn. Their bodies were still dead. Their muscles showed no activity. They were just facing me. It happened everywhere after that. People inside their cars, dogs behind fences, birds scattered across rooftops. No matter where I slept, they would be looking toward me by morning. For weeks, I told myself it was some effect of the event. Magnetism, radiation, something in my body pulling dead tissue toward it. That explanation was obviously complete bullshit, but it let me sleep. 3 days ago, they stopped looking at me. Now, they look at whatever is standing behind me. I can't see it. Mirrors show an empty room. Thermal cameras detect nothing. When I walk through dust, there is only one set of footprints. But every dead face turns toward the same empty place, about 6 feet behind my back. Yesterday, I returned to my house. I locked the doors, covered the windows, and connected my equipment to the deep space transmitter. This message is being broadcast on every frequency the system can reach, and it will continue repeating until the power fails. There are 23 bodies visible from my front windows. A few minutes ago, they all turned toward my porch. Not toward me, toward the front door. The security camera just lost 1 second of footage. It's 3:12 in the morning. I am the last man on Earth. And someone just knocked on my front door.